Welcome back to the show, guys.
Oh, you want
That's
to wait? The arms are still going down. Relax.
fuck. All
All
right.
right.
Shit.
Okay.
Welcome back to
Okay.
Welcome back to the show, guys. That's Tristan. I'm Galen, and this is Profound Nonsense. Today is all things superheroes. We're going to be diving into our thoughts on the state of superheroes today, what we think of Marvel, what we think of DC, what we think is going well, what we think is going bad. And then we have a couple fun segments that we're going to be going into. The first one today is going to be build a superhero movie. Tristan has come up with two superhero movies that he wants to see.
I do.
The criteria for this segment was come up with a character you want to see put into a movie setting. Say whether it's a solo movie, a
Ensemble.
ensemble movie,
Mm-hmm.
street level, cosmic, all of that fun stuff we're putting together on movies. I came up with two as well. We're going to go straight into that first. And then our last segment is going to be Rewrite Room. Movies, superhero movies specifically, that we think did poorly and what our reasoning for that is and how we would fix the problems and how we would rewrite the story to make it better. So with that, let's go into the first segment. This is Build a Superhero Movie.
Me first.
Get after it.
All right. So we're going to do DC street level solo hero. We're going to have dark tone, and it's going to be practical effects only, and we're going to do minimal explanation. And the hero that we're going to be following is the sidekick that we all know, Jason Todd. Jason Todd's upbringing is pretty upsetting. It's pretty bad.
Quite dark.
He has a pretty entertaining upbringing for a movie. He has a criminal dad that ran away, and he had to support his druggy mom by committing crimes, stealing cars, selling them, just doing a lot of underground shit to take care of her. And in the midst of this, he was taken in by Batman, and he is Batman's second sidekick. And while he was training with Batman, his mom dies. And then we find out that the lady who died was just his stepmom, not his biological mom. So he goes on a search. He searches for his biological mom, and then we find her, have a happy little maybe like 3 minutes, happy little 5 minutes, just showing them just hanging out. Come to find out, mom works for the Joker, and she snitches on him. And then
Damn.
he gets captured, beaten to death, and then we're just going to end the movie right there. And we're talking like an hour of him having to be a scavenger child. I want us to be removed from the fact that this is a superhero movie. I want us to just have like, okay, this kid's life just sucks. We see that his actions is a byproduct of his upbringing, of his environment, and we want to see a little bit of glimmer. We want to see that he is a good kid. He tries his best. Maybe he only
Makes it more
steals
tragic.
from corrupt people as opposed to your average everyday civilian. Maybe he strictly steals from Walmart and not from a mom and pop. I don't know. Those little details are going to be important so that we understand that he is doing what he needs to do, not what he wants to do.
For sure, for sure.
And then we also have obviously a fun little training montage with Batman
Gotta.
because he also is one of his best sidekicks. Like he's one of the most talented sidekicks. And then we're really going to tug at some heartstrings. I want to have minimal Batman Joker interactions. I want this to be about Jason Todd. Maybe we throw like in this universe. I kind of want it to be like Robert Pattinson's Batman. I kind of want it to be like an in between of Robert Pattinson's Batman and Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the director for Batman? Robert Pattinson's.
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves, Christopher Nolan worked together, make this film.
Okay.
I want it dark. I want it gritty. I want it realistic. I want it to be just a movie about this kid who just really can't catch a break.
Do you feel like a part of the goal is kind of like what Nolan did, where he, the movie is just a tragedy about this guy, and there's like the shell of the like Batman universe and the Jason Todd skin on this kid. You know, it's like it's more about the kid in the world that he's living in, as opposed to like this is Gotham. And, like this
and you would
is a
think
Batman
that
comic.
Yeah, and you would think that, okay, we're in Gotham, and like this kid has this out of being Batman's sidekick. That is probably one of the better gigs you can have in this universe, right? And then he also finds out that he can find his biological mother, and he meets her. He thinks everything's cool. He thinks his life is made. He's Jason Todd. Jason Todd's little Batman boy, little twink boy. And he meets his mom now. He has his mom again. He gets betrayed by the one person he really thought he could count on.
Dude, that would be
And then
a tearjerker.
He gets pretty beat the fuck up at the end.
Dies.
Yeah. And he dies.
Yeah.
And he's dead. And then we end the movie. Yay.
I have such a hard time with those movies. I'm definitely the Gen Z nose piercing kid who like wants the good guy to come out on top.
But listen, you need to hear about my second movie.
Spill.
You want me to do it now?
You want to take turns, or you want to do both?
Let's take turns. I want you to think about it.
Okay. Cool. All right. My first movie. If I could have a movie right now with a character that I want to see in that format, gotta be Moon Knight. Such a cool character, such a cool premise, and I think, the DID, dissociative identity disorder that he has could make for a really interesting premise, specifically in the way that you shoot and the way that the story plays out. I want it to be a psychological thriller. I'd love it if Oscar Isaac came back. I would. I think Oscar Isaac does a great job playing Moon Knight. I think he's got
a phenomenal man.
Sat up with a pretty shit script, and they didn't do it so well. I want this to be Memento vibes. I think it'd be really cool if we created a movie where we as the audience also don't fully know what's happening. I want the start of the movie. Mark is Moon Knight, wakes up to crimes that he already committed. He doesn't remember doing it. Security footage shows him doing it. And the whole movie is him kind of trying to figure out what the hell is going on while also escaping authorities and dealing with the people that his alter ego is trying to murk. I want the structure to be nonlinear, so he has 2-3 different personalities, and we get to see each personality played out. So maybe you see an event play out from Mark's perspective, and then you see the same scene but from one of his other personalities' perspectives. So maybe Mark is conked out for a part of what we see, and then we see it from another perspective, and we get like a fuller picture of what's going on, right? But I don't want the narration to feel reliable. I want us to be on our toes. I want us to be thinking about, is this what really happened? Is this something that Mark's making up so he can cope with what's going on? And then at the end of the movie, it kind of all ties together and we get a holistic picture of what's going on. I feel like that would be super cool. And And I feel like that would be a better use of Moon Knight as a character. I don't think Moon Knight should be on like a ensemble cast.
No.
I feel like he's a lot better as kind of like a solo, maybe one-off movie character. I think they could have done a good job with the show, but they messed up on some parts, and so that's my first movie.
Would it be full dissociative between personalities, or can he like kind of like have glimpses? Is he gonna have like little glimpses of whenever he blacks out?
I
Or
feel
is it
like
strictly like
I feel like one of the problems that the show had was that when he blacked out, so did we. Like, we don't get to see so many of the fights. We just see the aftermath of the fights, and I
Yeah.
feel like that's a flaw in the show.
for a superhero movie? You need to have fights,
Right. Like, let me see what fucking Moon Knight's
see him
doing.
fight.
And so I think that one of the like cool things that like you could do with a movie is if it is from Mark's perspective, then maybe we don't see him actually beating the shit out of people as Moon Knight, but we see him watching camera footage, or someone takes a video on their phone or something like that, and that's how we get to see those fight scenes. But then I also think that you could, it's if we get the perspective of one of his other personalities, then we could. That's one of the ways that you could tell that it's a different personality, is if he blacks out and we don't get to see the fight, then it's Mark's perspective. But if we do see the fight and we do see him kind of take on the Moon Knight persona, then that's how you know it's like
that.
oh, okay, like this is a different part of Mark. I feel like that would be really fun. That would be really fun.
That would be a really good one.
It's one of those like you'd have to. What's that mean from It's Always Sunny, where he's like,
Yeah.
you'd have to like map out in red string all the ways that everything connects and stuff,
I like
but
that a
it would be
lot.
super cool.
That'd be a fun change of pace for a superhero genre.
Yeah. I
I
feel like
think hybrid movies are very good. I love me a hybrid movie. And they don't really do psychological thriller superhero.
it's
That's an untapped
unfortunately
market.
rare. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I rock with that.
What's your second movie?
Maybe we'll do a. Someone's digging, right? Someone's digging. Retrieves a body. Whose body is this? Years have gone by. We bring this body to Lazarus's pit. Huh? Ra Al Ghul's resurrection method. Red Hood. That's the second movie. We're bringing Red Hood in now. Okay? And he starts doing his, like any other resurrection, they're not all there. Not only is he Pet Cemetery freaked out, but also he has nothing but trauma, feel of betrayal. He goes and seeks for the one person that has not betrayed him yet. Batman's riding with another sidekick. What?
He got another bitch.
He's dispendable. So he crashes out. They probably have like a little fight. Batman gets the dub, of course. But Batman doesn't want to kill him. I mean, he can't because there's no kill rule. But he subdues him. And then Batman's like, let me get a little bit of this because it's not about him. But Batman feels insurmountable guilt. Red Hood is like, all right, listen, you clearly don't know how to take care of this city because people need to die. The man who killed me is still out here.
Gots to go.
He's gotta go.
Okay.
So Red Hood is doing vigilante shit, real anti-hero. He's killing people. He's killing people. He's doing what he thinks needs to get done. People need to die in order for people to live. And that's going to be a big part of the movie. And then Red Hood will like kind of go in where Batman's just subduing and arresting, and he's going in for kills.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, this person needs to die.
Right.
And then we have like this weird interaction. I don't know how to flesh this one out, but I need Batman, I need Red Hood to be in situations where they like discuss things. And Batman needs to be like the stoic hard ass that like needs to know, like needs you to know, like, hey, I didn't mean for you to die, and I'm sorry this happened to you. And Red Hood needs to be the very angsty teen that is so hurt, that feels so betrayed. And he's like, you replaced me, blah blah blah, and then it ends with just a big fight, a really 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 cool fight between the two. And then obviously Batman is like, all right, listen, and then he like breaks down. He's like, I'm sorry. I want to see Batman cry. I want him to cry. Maybe like a single tear, but I need some tears out of his eyes. And then he's like, listen, I'm sorry. We can still be a team. Like, we can still work together. And then Red Hood is like, he forgives him to an extent, and he sees that like they're polar opposites in how they think to protect this city. But Batman's still not going to give. He's still not going to kill. But Red Hood, he's gonna be on call now, and he's gonna try not to kill as much. Maybe he doesn't need to kill everybody that's committing a crime. There's gonna be a lot of conversational nuance in this one. I don't know how I would do that, but it's gonna happen in this one. But he's still alive. He gets his apology. Mom's still a deadbeat. I don't even know if I want to include her in this one. It's not about her no more. She probably cracked out. She's probably in a ditch somewhere. Joker loves betraying his henchmen. So we introduce Red Hood into the universe. We get a really cool first one. And the second one is also cool. Maybe we could do number 3. There could be a trilogy where this mantle was used by the Joker before he got dumped into the chemicals. And Red Hood, Jason Todd, took this mask to kind of haunt Batman. Like, all of your actions led to this. Because you refused to kill the Joker back then, he killed your sidekick. And now your dead sidekick's back to get you. And we can, like, full circle this in the third one. I didn't really flesh out this one. This just came on the top of the dome right now. I went stupid just now. So that would be a really good, just gruesome, and maybe even we get a little more graphic novel-y as the movies go on.
It becomes a little more fantastical as you.
Yeah, and I think it would need to.
I think it would. I think it would be cool to see Batman from the perspective of like he's the one in the wrong. He's he's the if not the villain, the like antagonist of our character that we're following.
That'd be a cool perspective. That's not really been done.
Yeah, it would be kind of dope to just like see Red Hood, Jason Todd, like
he's doing what he thinks is right, and then Batman.
And he's got like valid points, you know, like that kind of shit. Yeah.
Maybe even in the first one during the training montage, he's a little aggressive. He's going a little too hard right now.
Right. That'd be cool.
So we get little hints on like what Red Hood is, and that it was always there, but the resurrection didn't help because then he just went fucking crazy.
Right. I like it. That'd be a fun trilogy. I'd watch. I'd watch.
That'd be good. What's your second one, King?
I want. This one's gonna be quick. Classic Green Arrow origin story with Wade Wilson, Deathstroke on Lian Yu. I want I want to see Oliver get shipwrecked. He meets Slade, who's an ex-mercenary. They're forced to make an alliance because there's a bunch of other mercenaries on the island who don't have their best interest in mind. Slade trains Oliver in the ways of combat. We get a little training montage. This is pre-suit. This is pre names, pre-fame. It's just a billionaire who gets shipwrecked and a mercenary who's got a shitty past, and it's just real tough. So we get a training montage. The mercenaries are like trafficking people on the island, or through the island for some reason. Slade and Oliver end up trying to save the people being trafficked. They save a girl. Both of them end up kind of falling in love with her a little bit. She's kind of badass too. She falls for Oliver more than Slade. Slade gets a little salty. They go on another mission later in the movie to rescue another group of people. It goes wrong. Girl ends up dying because Oliver chokes when he's supposed to kill one of the mercenaries. She ends up dying. Slade loses it. He goes berserk on the mercenaries, blames Oliver. They end up getting in a fight. Slade wins, of course. Badass motherfucker. Slade steals the boat or whatever that the mercenaries used to get to the island. Leaves Oliver on the island. End of the movie is Slade being like, your weakness is what killed her, the girl.
She didn't even want you, bro.
You don't deserve to leave.
Relax.
This place. So Oliver ends up having to stay, and that's when he builds up more of his skills and has the rest of his story flesh out, whatever. Their rivalry begins. That could be a trilogy. Oliver goes back to Star City, whatever city becomes a Green Arrow. They have their fight in the third movie or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I want just like a gritty, dark, on an island movie with Oliver Queen and Slade Wilson.
That'd be fun. See, I like prequels.
Yeah, dude. It's good. It's good.
It humanizes them. It grounds them. And, like, especially with these characters that we listed, like, they are normal people.
Right. Yeah. It's
just
like, it's more realistic.
Talented.
It feels more grounded and, like, I don't know. Like, I want a movie where at the end of it, I'm like, damn, yeah, I should go to the gym.
Yeah.
Maybe I could take Taekwondo and...
I should just go strain myself on an island real quick.
Right.
Somebody
Build some character.
Like. Right.
Gain a couple scars. Who knows?
I don't know. I like being able to relate.
Yeah. I also just feel like we do see a lot of these solo movies, but they're always the same fucking characters. Like, we've gotten Batman, at least like 15 times at this point.
Superman.
It's like, I understand why people are fatigued with getting the like Batman origin story. Like, yeah, I don't want that anymore. I don't need it. Superman, like, we don't need it. Like, good. They're 3 years in. Leave it at that. But characters that we haven't seen on a movie format, I would love to get. Yeah, everyone that we mentioned.
Because I hate to say it. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. I've seen their origin stories so many times. I don't find it tragic anymore.
At all. Yeah, it's lost
I don't care.
Any kind of weight it could have had.
It's no way. You went to the opera? You went to an opera and your parents got shot in an alley?
Boo!
You flew
pointy-eared motherfucker.
galaxies away because your parents cared so much about you, and you landed on Earth where you are the strongest entity on the planet. And you got raised by these two lovable country folk in the hilltop.
And you don't let your tragic past affect the way that you live your life.
Okay, now what?
Yawn, can't relate.
It's not punk rock, bro.
Right.
Go fucking kill somebody on accident, at least. Damn.
Right. Let that squirrel die.
You're not better than me
Fuck.
just because you let that squirrel live. Yawn. I don't care.
Yawn.
So I think we need to spice it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think there are great characters to spice it up with.
I concur. And let's move on to the next segment because I want to talk specifically about Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
Segment 2, we're going to be talking about Marvel and DC specifically, where they shine. I want to talk about them separately, and then we can just talk about them as a whole.
Okay.
Let's start with DC because it kind of relates to what we were just talking about. I feel like I am really excited about what DC is doing right now. Because I feel like right now we got Superman, we're getting Supergirl, we're gonna have Batman Brave and the Bold at some point in the future, and so they're starting off this universe with some notable characters that we can ease our way into, but we're also getting Clayface, and that's gonna be like a body horror,
That's
like
gonna be fun.
actual horror movie, which we haven't seen before. And I just know that a part of what James Gunn seems to be trying to do is expand this universe to include a lot of those characters that we're talking about that haven't gotten screen time, that we haven't seen origin stories for, that deserve their name in the spotlight. And that makes me really excited. I feel like James Gunn gets these characters. He understands their essence. He understands their motives, their goals, desires, whatnot. I think we saw that a lot in the Superman movie. I think we've seen it in the past with his other movies. It's nice seeing the ways that he's able to make a movie like Superman where caring is punk rock, but also make Peacemaker. And Suicide Squad, movies that are
Dude, he's great.
yeah, movies that
Marvel
are more
fucked up.
R-rated and just like funny comedies, but actually build the characters the way that the comics did. I'm really excited about that. I think what we're talking about
Is
2
what's
minutes ago
being created in DC. I think so. I think you're right. And I think it's a good resurgence for that timeline. And I think that what DC gained in all of this, Marvel kind of lost. I think that DC used to be real, just pseudo mythological, just grandiose, just everything needed to be a statement. And the chemistry between characters just really wasn't there. It was more, they were taking beats that weren't earned.
Yeah.
There were forced relationships that held no depth. And I think that with this untitled, this just kind of came out of the blue when DC started getting good, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they did it without making it a spectacle like Marvel has been doing. I think that we're really in a good place for DC and what it can become.
I agree. It'll be fun to see the ways that they explore the different worlds within the DC too. It's cool to me that we can get what's Superman's city? Metropolis. It's cool that we can get Metropolis, and then what seems like we can also get Gotham, and both of those are just very distinctly different in the ways that they look and feel, and it still makes sense even though they're in the same universe and on the same world, you know? It's like these cities can be distinctly different and can have different vibes and feels, and it makes sense. Um,
And I think that with Batman and Superman, the they kind of made it this different Earth.
yeah.
In Superman, it was modern retro,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really cool. I liked how everyone just looked like they were in the 70s, but technology was
Mm-hmm.
present, and if not, in some cases, even without Mr. Terrific, it was pretty advanced.
Yeah.
And not no one batted an eye towards it.
Fucking
So technology is
Lex Luthor had a portal to a dimension he created, you know? Like
right. Yeah. I forgot about that whole thing. Whole pocket dimensions, and
right.
he's been doing this. And then with the Batman, it just seemed like the yin to Metropolis is yang. It was
Mm-hmm.
dark. It was dirty. It
Mm-hmm.
was a well established. Like it wasn't dilapidated at all.
Yeah.
It was its own living, rotting beast that they were living in.
Yeah.
It was. I like it. I like how it's removing us from reality, which allows you to have more leniency with how you explore what you're about to get into with this character and how these characters affect this world.
I agree. Are you sad that Matt Reeves's Batman is not canonically in the same universe as
Kind of.
James Gunn's world? There's been
I think
some.
they could figure it out if they tried, if they wanted
I
to.
definitely feel like they could have. I'm at the point where I'm like, I trust.
I trust it, but that would be really cool.
It would be cool. I just feel like I want to give Matt Reeves the space to do his thing, you know? Like the first movie in his trilogy was phenomenal. And so I like if it means Matt Reeves gets to continue down the path that he had intended and not like stray because some execs want him to merge with another thing that's going on, then I'm like, okay, give him his space. Same with James Gunn. Like James Gunn seems to want to do something different. I want both of them to be able to do what they want to do. I do think it would have been really cool to see though.
It would just be hard to finagle the introducing Batman in James Gunn's universe while we're simultaneously doing this Matt Reeves shit.
It's true.
I don't know how they would be able to pull that off without
Yeah.
it. I don't. They're different universe. So it wouldn't be retconning, but it would just be a lot to track.
For sure. For sure. There's a lot more. There would be a lot more room to fuck up. Yeah. Do you feel like are you afraid for DC in any way? I feel like one thing I'm like slightly worried about is that James Gunn is just kind of gonna James Gunn his movies. And what I mean by that is like he definitely has a very distinct style.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a great style. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best Marvel movies. Superman started off I guess Suicide Squad did, but Superman is brought back a lot of the hype for James Gunn's universe. But and the Supergirl trailer looks awesome. It looks really fun,
So
but it's
fun.
very reminiscent of Guardians of the Galaxy.
And I think that's fine.
I concur. My worry is if that continues to happen with every single movie, I'm gonna get tired of it.
Just like you were saying earlier, he just needs to get his artistic liberty.
Yeah.
And I think everything will be fine. I think that
He's also giving other directors their space to do their thing. Like the Clayface movie has nothing to do with him except that he's, overseeing the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think same with Supergirl. Supergirl's directed by some chick. And he's given her the space to do it.
I think it'll be fine. I just hope that towards the end we could create. I don't know. I want to see an ensemble down the road. I'm okay with the solos. I'm so okay with it. It's crazy.
Agreed. I want there to be a long period of solos prior to any kind of.
We need to get back to the fundamentals.
Yep. Yep.
I think that where both Marvel and DC have gone astray is spectacle, spectacle, spectacle.
Yeah.
We need to get back down to just what makes a good movie storytelling. I need good storytelling. I am so sick and tired of full CGI, just smorgasbord of whatever.
Yep.
We are so desensitized to it, and just because it's pretty doesn't mean it's good.
Yep.
I believe you can make a really cool fight scene between two superheroes in your little computer program, and I bet it looks amazing. I don't care. Can I get a story, please?
Begging. Yeah.
I want a
agree.
story.
I agree. What do you think of Marvel?
I think Marvel really has did a phenomenal job with relationships. I think that they originally built this MCU really, really well, even with the flops.
Yeah.
And honestly, for the most part, I think the flops should stay. I think that it created something wonderful up until Endgame. And I think after Endgame, with the scrambling of what to do next, not only has the next movies after that been lackluster, but there's a lot of homework that you need to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of TV shows we gotta watch.
Yeah. Right.
That's my biggest issue with Marvel.
It's a great point.
It's so messed up. I don't want to do homework to enjoy Multiverse of Madness. But the WandaVision was a good show. It actually was a amazing show.
That was one that, like, if you didn't watch it, go.
Yeah.
Watch it now.
But that was the only one.
I liked Loki season 1.
Okay.
I didn't watch the
I didn't watch the rest, but I know it's a good show.
Yeah.
But I'm tired. I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I agree. And not only do we have to do homework, but so do the directors who are making movies after all of this stuff, you know? It's like
they have a formula they need to follow now.
Exactly. And
from a Rush TV show.
Right. And they have to explain all these things that were done by other people in shows and whatnot. And you know, it's like I think about the Russo brothers making Doomsday right now. It's like, oh my God, I would hate to be in their shoes.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that they either have to retcon or like explain in this movie from the shows and movies that did terribly, you know? And not only that, but like we got Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, which were both great movies. We're probably never going to see those versions of those groups the same way for other movies, you know? And so it's a lose-lose situation. Like, I think Marvel figured out that they were doing something wrong, corrected themselves with things like Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, but had already gone way too far in and needed a restart. And so now we're in this weird position where it's like, oh, I like retro Fantastic Four, and I like this like ensemble of misfit characters that is the new Avengers. We're probably not going to see them again because y'all gotta scrap everything and restart from the beginning.
They should have did it after Endgame.
Yep. Yeah, you know, and so
they took too long.
I think I think what worries me the most about Marvel is, from my perspective, if they were taking this year to come out with Spider-Man, which is a movie everyone's gonna hopefully love. If they fuck this up, oh my God, they're in such deep shit. And then Doomsday, which my hope is that kind of resets some things. That allows us to go back to the solo movies that we love, less ensemble, less chaotic. My problem is I don't think they're gonna do that because Secret Wars is year after this one, and so like it's another just like we have a big movie at the end of this year with a bunch of fucking characters from Marvel, and then at the end of next year we're gonna have another big movie with another bunch of characters from Marvel, and
You're gonna see the numbers. You're gonna be like, oh, we need to do this. We need to do this yearly now because that's what the fans want. We're just expecting you to do something good, and then we go in and we're probably gonna be disappointed. I have
it's
higher
like the
hopes.
Stranger Things bullshit. Like everyone was like, oh no, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good, and then everyone was like, oh no, they're coming out with something else, they're coming out with something
Yes.
else. They're not. They're idiots. They're dumb. They're fucking up. So
I'm excited for this Superman, or I'm sorry, Spider-Man movie.
yeah.
I'm so excited to see him start from scratch or
Yeah.
go from scratch from having everything.
Yeah.
And then Doomsday, you know, dude, we talk about this all the time. Just the fact that they're bringing Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans back. Please
And the X-Men.
let that man retire in peace. And X-Men, Hugh Jackman needs to fucking retire.
He's
and if you don't
old.
have him, I don't want to see it.
Guys, Hugh Jackman wants to do theater. Like, let him
been doing
be.
Les Miserables. He loves him some theater, bro. Let him flirt with some
be.
interviewers
Right.
while his wife is okay with it, and let him do some fucking Broadway, man. Leave him alone.
Let him sing. Yeah. I really want to say that they're starting to get it. I don't know that they are.
And I don't want a new Magneto or a Professor Xavier. I'm sorry. I
know they cooked, and maybe that's just us being old.
That's
and, like,
us being
growing
old.
up on
It
that
is.
stuff, and
It
like
is.
that. You know, like you whatever. Like you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, it's like as a company, I don't see where they're going. It's not just like, oh, there's so much change and I don't like it. It's like there's actually not enough change. I feel like y'all are being predictable at this point. Cut it out. So, I don't know. We'll see. What other things are you fatigued with in the superhero genre?
superheroes. I think that I'm over it. I think that since movies have been a thing, there has been segments of movies types that just they make so many and then they go on to the next fad. Early 2000s was zombies, right? In around the Cold War, there was a lot of movies about giant insects and giant animals because like nuclear fallout, what would happen?
Yep.
What's the side effect of it? We get giant bugs and giant animals. We get Godzilla, right? And we had a lot of pandemic movies around COVID. And now it's like superheroes. And I want the next fad. I want the next fad. I'm
Yeah.
over it.
Sure.
I like Invincible. I like The Boys. I like the realistic depiction of it. I like how it's just a gritty, dirty, raw, real. Like this is what would happen if superheroes were actually around, and I like that.
I think that was like them breaking off and being like, okay, like we get it. This is overplayed. We saw the success of Deadpool. Y'all want more of that kind of gritty, gory, R-rated shit. But even now, even that is getting overplayed.
I'm over it.
Me too. I don't need another season of The Boys.
If I want to see,
If Homelander survives,
I
yet
need
again,
Homelander to die so
Bro.
bad. I'm so over him. He's so good. His acting is phenomenal. He's so freaky. I want him to die. I'm over it. Just kill him, please.
Yeah.
I'm tired of waiting for these episodes, and I do enjoy them, but like I want to enjoy something else.
Yeah, I concur.
I want a new pop culture hyperfixation. I think it all just needs to end.
Well, here's a question.
What?
I don't think you've ever gotten over the vampire fad. Why is the vampire fad longer lasting? why does that hold higher in your eyes than superheroes?
I think it's because of like it's vampire movies don't come out like that.
That's true. We're not getting like 3, 4 a
Hmm.
year, and if we are getting 3, 4 a year, one of them is worth seeing.
It's true.
Yeah,
A lot of vampire movies are bad.
yeah, yeah.
I don't like a lot of them,
I
but
also feel like
I enjoy them regardless.
our expectation for things.
Keep going. You're right.
Do you think our expectation for superhero movies is just too high? Like,
Yes,
have we set the bar too high? Yeah.
I don't think we set as audience members, as the people. I don't think we set the bar too high
Mm,
because the crescendo of Marvel was perfect.
yeah. Touche. Touche.
We went so street level, then we just kept raising the stakes.
Hmm.
Now we're fighting a guy that killed half of the universe's population.
Where'd he
And that
go?
is a hard place to be at because where do you go?
You know what? I feel like Marvel put themselves in a corner, not because after Thanos they were like, oh, we have to do something big. We have to do something bigger. I, what I think they should have done was realize that like now that we've explored this like gigantic bad, let's go back.
Hmm.
Let's explore not the 616. Let's explore a different multiverse that doesn't have these ginormous villains. You know, they I don't think they had to be like, all right, what's bigger than Thanos? They could have been like, okay, this has been done. Let's let some of these heroes have a break. Let's explore a different universe with some different characters. We'll throw in, we're making 2, 3 movies a year. We'll throw in one that's 616 related. Let's explore something else. I don't know, like
Pull a Logan.
exactly. Ah, goaded.
Mwah, mwah,
Yeah,
mwah.
yeah, 100%. Problem with Logan is that we got fucking Deadpool and Wolverine after that, and now we're getting Hugh Jackman probably again in Doomsday.
I don't want Hugh Jackman to come back, and I
He's
love
dead.
him.
He died.
He died
Fuck.
twice, didn't he? Didn't he die in Deadpool and Wolverine?
I can't even
Or he
remember.
just like went back? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
No, Logan Wolverine. Uh, Deadpool was looking for him specifically, but he was dead. And then you
Right.
had that 15-minute fucking montage in the beginning of the movie. Anyway,
Yeah. Point being is whatever. Y'all get the point. Um, I feel like we've said our piece. You want to keep going?
yeah.
Okay. Our last segment is rewrite room. Each of us have come up with movies that we think were not great, and bad, and rewrote them the way that we think they should have gone. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. Uh, let's start out with Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron is a really weird movie for me because I enjoy it.
Me too. So what's your issue?
Everyone thinks it's bad.
I don't know why.
And no, I concur. I agree. I think it is kind of bad in specific ways.
Okay.
But I think it gets a lot more hate than it deserves. So, what I think went wrong in Age of Ultron was Ultron was kind of treated like a joke. He was very sarcastic. One thing I specifically remember about the trailers was that I was like, holy shit, this guy's terrifying. When they're like, they did the like, Pinocchio reference, the like, no strings on me, bit, and like we're seeing like the broken up robot crawling towards the Avengers. Oh my gosh, it looked terrifying. He was not that scary in the movie at all.
Real quippy.
Right. I wanted him to be just like this stoic, creepy, non-emotional, straight to business motherfucker. I don't feel like we got that. So that's problem one. Two, I don't think the like team drama fully explodes ever. I feel like we have a lot of tension and we have a lot of like build up that doesn't really lead to anything because they're just moving on to the next fight. I think Ultron's goal should have been more to like kind of like Baron Zemo's in Civil War, which, you know, like maybe you don't want to do that twice with your two big movies, but Ultron's goal should partly have been try and break up the Avengers. They're the only ones who are going to have a chance. And I wanted more tension and I wanted more explosion from that. Quicksilver's death felt random and stupid. We did not have enough.
Yeah.
We didn't have enough build up with his character to give a fuck about him dying. And his and Hawkeye's relationship was kind of cute, but like not cute enough for me to be like, oh my god, he sacrificed himself for you. Hawkeye's bit when Quicksilver like says something quippy, and Hawkeye's like pointing his bow after him after he leaves and is like, no one would know. So fucking funny. I think there should have been more repercussions for the Avengers in this movie specifically. I think when Hulk goes crazy and whatever Sandy City they were in, when whatever, I think there should have been more build up for Civil War in Age of Ultron, where we're seeing some of the repercussions of the damage that the Avengers are doing. I wanted more of that in this movie. Yeah. If I was going to rewrite it, I think keep Ultron's motives exactly the same. I think the fact that he was created to save the universe, saw humanity in its destructiveness, and was like, you're the problem.
You gotta go.
You're the problem. I think that makes total sense. That makes so much sense to me. But make him calm, quiet, terrifying. I want him to be so level-headed and scary. He's just didn't feel scary. I think he should have manipulated the world a little more than fighting it head on. He went straight to like destruction of the world, like asteroid hits the earth type vibes. I feel like I want to see a little more of him playing humans, pinning them against each other, creating inner turmoil between countries, peoples, like whatever it is. I want to see more of that.
You want a whole TV show?
Yes. Well, I don't even think it had to be that. Like, I feel like if they had, one of my big issues is that there are like at least 3 storylines in that movie that have no business being there. We get the like Thor in the cave, leading into Ragnarok, which I didn't think made any sense. Because it felt random. Like Thor's going off on a side quest real quick. See you in a sec, I guess. Like what? No, they should have done that completely differently. They should have had more build up for that. Natasha and Hulk's romantic relationship that led literally nowhere. Crazy, dude.
That was weird.
Crazy. I don't even think they like interact with each other ever after that. So stupid. Don't put that in there. I think the government should have turned on the Avengers. I think Hulk's rampage should have had civilian casualties. I think Quicksilver should have died doing something else. Wanda should have broke, like, more than just like having a real quick like after her brother dies and she like kills all of the robots basically. I think she should have had a much deeper breakdown than that. And I also think that high key she should have been on Iron Man's side.
Yeah.
In Civil War. I think if her character got out of being manipulated by fucking Hydra and then was a part of the destruction that happened in Sokovia, I think that would be enough to make me be like, okay, yeah, maybe I should have a couple limits put on me. And then I don't like the fact that Civil War, you kind of have to have what happens in where Wanda blows up that hospital on accident because the skull guy. I think Sokovia should have been enough for every country to be like, yeah, not only Sokovia, but also Iron Man creating the thing that created that situation. Like, that alone should have been enough to lead into them being like, yeah, y'all need a couple of restraints. I don't think we needed any other lead up. And I think that Age of Ultron should have led directly to that. The end of the movie should have been them writing the Sokovia Accords. That's it.
You hated the movie. I don't know what you're talking about. You liked it.
No, I enjoy that movie a lot more than other people. Bro, I just think that like
I don't have nearly as in-depth critiques to any of these movies. Not even close.
They just like had so many storylines that didn't need to be there, and I think if they honed it in on like Ultron scary, Avengers have more turmoil, and the government, Avengers, Ultron are all kind of like pitted against each other, leading to Sokovia Accords. That's my the short version.
Okay. Damn. That's a deep dive, bro. I don't know. I got one for you. How about this one? Shang-Chi. Get rid of Awkwafina. That's my deep dive. I'm done.
Period. That's
Get rid of Awkwafina.
We're done.
And the movie's perfect.
Good episode.
No, but mine would probably be Black Panther. I really enjoy Black Panther, and I'm always going to support Black Panther no matter what. My issue is my now boyfriend that should have gotten those awards, Michael B. Jordan. I think that they're best friends. Maybe Ryan Coogler was trying to make Michael B. Jordan too cool for school for this role. I hated his character. I think that Michael Ryan Coogler, or what?
Holy shit. Whoa.
I think Michael B. Jordan's character, Killmonger, I think that his... what the hell was that, dude?
Oh, shit. Sorry. Keep going.
Killmonger's approach was ass.
I agree.
And it doesn't fit his character at all. I do believe that he is bitter, and I do believe that he is showing his Wakandan skills, going through the government, being this badass, and I know that he's doing his research. I don't think that he's poised enough. He's not acting like royalty. He's acting like a brat.
True that.
He's acting like a little crybaby bitch. He is going in talking about, hey, What's up, Auntie? Okay, that part was kind of hard. But just his rapport and like the way he presents himself is just kind of ass, in my opinion. He needs to. Hold on, what did I write? He wants to prove that the nobility, this hierarchy thing in Wakanda is a lie. He got scammed out of his throne, and that is true. He has completely left in the dust. He has just as much right as T'Challa, and he needs to prove it. And he believes that this complacency within Wakanda, like just because you are independently safe, does not mean that you're doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You are doing a disservice to everybody else in this world, especially other black people, because you are isolating yourself. Your fears are you just being complacent to what is happening to other people that you can help and you can protect.
Mm-hmm.
That's his message.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that him entering as the abandoned heir and then showing the receipts is fine. I think that he should have went completely by their rules without any pushback, like almost cocky about it.
Yeah.
I think he should have been like, okay, I'm part of this crew. So we're going to do is you're going to tell me what I need to do and I'm going to do it. You want me to fight T'Challa? I'm going to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be like kind of smug about it, but kind of like the type of smug where you're like, oh, I fucking hate him. You get a new coworker and he's just so good.
Yep. Right.
And
right,
like
right.
he's just like really cool and he's just like doing exactly what he should be doing already, and like it took you a while to get the hang of things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted out of T'Challa. I'm sorry, out of Killmonger. And I want us to feel like, oh, he's up to something.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't put my finger on it because
Yeah.
he's so slick with it.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
his
yeah.
ulterior motive is there, but you just don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
And I want him to create a divide, a legitimate divide
Yeah.
with the people. I want people to hear what Killmonger has to say. I want him to bring facts. I want him to use the stolen vibranium trade. I want him to come with evidence, and I want him to show proof that this isolation that Wakanda is doing is not
Yeah.
only hurting everyone around him, it's also creating conflict
Yep.
with us because people know that we exist and they're stealing our shit.
Yep.
And now this is an issue because unless we address it, we are a nameless victim.
Yep.
And that's going to be a huge issue down the road because technology is still advancing around us. No matter if it doesn't catch up to us, they're going to find a way to steal what they want.
For sure.
And I do want Killmonger to take the throne or to take the crown as Black Panther, and I want him to do all the bullshit that he did. I want him to kind of dismantle this archaic society and tradition within the within Wakanda that he was doing. But I just want him to be more poised about it.
Yeah.
And also, I want the last fight to not be rushed and not be a CGI fever dream.
Yeah.
Because his message is fine. His message is okay, in my opinion. And I think that he needs to win the argument.
Yeah.
He needs to lose at the end. But I want him to be the catalyst
Yep.
to the reform
Yep.
that creates all the events that happen after Black Panther.
Great take.
I want Killmonger. His message is valid, and we need him in the MCU. But I want T'Challa at the end after he beats Killmonger to be like, damn, he is right. And then
Loki had some points though.
he had some points though, and I want him coming back and like the afterlife, or whatever that's called. You know what I'm saying? I want that to hold more weight.
Yeah, agreed.
Because at the end of the day, his tact wasn't there, and like his heart was there, but his actions just, he didn't know how to properly communicate and do what he knows was right.
Yeah. I fuck with that. I concur.
And then just circling back for the Chan-Chi, we're just going to get rid of Aquafina.
That's all it needs.
That's all it needs. That movie was so good, dude. I just wish she wasn't in there.
Oh my god. Speaking of fights, man, if Black Panther had done their ending fight the way that Shang-Chi, you know, obviously, like, take away the Asian style choreography and fighting and switch it with what they were doing, but like make it practical and like actually get them out of that stupid train station that makes seeing the blacks in the suit hard. Don't do that. Just have a real fight. Like, man.
Yeah. Like the challenge fights were fun.
Yeah.
They were really engaging and they were
Yeah.
really cool. I want Black Panther 3, whatever they do with it. I want M'Baku. I forget what he's called whenever he becomes a villain, but he does become a
It's
villain.
like the
White bear,
No,
isn't it?
I think he's an ape. I think it's a gorilla. Don't do that.
It's what? Google it real quick for me before I get you canceled.
If I'm wrong,
Look at your face getting red. But I love M'Baku. I love that character and I love that actor. And I think he needs more limelight, dude. He does not get enough screen time whenever he's in the Black Panther movies.
I concur.
It was like Black or White Cat or something.
No, I'm gorilla. Yeah.
White gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, great gorilla,
Great gorilla.
but it is white.
Okay.
Yeah. Ha! I'm
All
not
right.
racist.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. What do you think? We keep going, or you want to end it right here?
I feel like we got enough.
I feel like we said our piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
So superhero movies are a dying era, and I'm excited to see what do you think? We'll end it on this. What do you think will be the next pop culture fixation when it comes to movies that come out?
I feel like we're already seeing it a little bit with things that like A24 is doing, which is exciting and at the same time. I think we're gonna see a rise in those solo movies, dark, gritty, thriller, horror, movies that are original ideas that are going to be made by up and coming directors, cinematographers who work with small budget companies, whatever, with some diamonds in the rough.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's A24's bread and butter. They put out a fuck ton of movies and then like 5 of them a year. Get notoriety and like and their name out there, you know, like Marty Supreme, A24, you know. I think we're going to see a lot more movies like that. I think that's kind of the like antithesis to the superhero fatigue that we're seeing is like is this
Depth.
rise in movies that have to do with either ordinary people or like people in, you know, unique circumstances that doesn't involve superheroes.
Boring. I want an alien era again. I love Aliens.
I feel like we're seeing that a little bit. Scorsese, is he coming out with a? Is that
What was the one?
the one coming out next year?
The one that we saw in the movie theaters?
The Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day. That looks good. That looks fun.
Yeah.
I love Aliens.
Yeah.
Let's bring back.
Agreed.
Demonic occult movies.
I don't know, man. Those freak me out. They're scary. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, do all of the things down below. Next week, we're going to be talking animated movies.
Yes.
And we'll flesh out more about what we're going to be doing on the next episode. So make sure that you come back.
Because he doesn't know what we're doing yet. Shut up. We don't have it planned out.
So come back next week. We'll have it figured out by then. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Anyway.